Hello everyone, and this is the first episode of this brand new series, which I'll be doing every single weekend on Pokemon Horizons. As Joe Burrow has got a lot more stricter on stuff, I've decided I'm gonna make basically every single weekend a little podcast. Every single weekend basically talking about the episodes and then like what's coming up in the future and like go over leaks if there's enough information. But today I'm joined by Pixel. Would you like to say hi?
Welcome to Fire's channel, and I'm here because you told me to, and yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
have some fun here.
Yeah. This podcast is arguably going to probably be the longest one because there's so much information that we need to talk about. Like obviously you got the two episodes, you got the massive preview, and you got the opening and the ending.
Yeah, like there are so many things, and that whole episode, like the whole episode was so bob. Like there were so many mystery stuff in like the new Pokemon to the fight, and everything was just so fantastic in that.
Yeah. Let's just start up with the opening. What did you think of the opening?
I think opening is like very good because like it's a new season, it's quite refreshing. I like it. I like that.
Yeah. I mean, the opening looked. Yeah. I mean, obviously we'll talk about this in more detail when we get the episode, but the animation this series is looking really promising.
Yeah, the animation in the series opening episode was just so amazing to see. Like the fight scene was just always on my head. It was so amazing.
Yeah, and as well, like I love.
There's gonna be a box of like
Yeah, good.
yeah,
Like I'm not gonna. I'm gonna say like pretty much everyone was like concerned about how they would pull off the series, but just from obviously the opening as well, like it just looks beautiful, honestly.
yeah, it was amazing. Like they have lived to our amazing expectations. Like they just did. It was beyond our imagination. That they
Yeah,
could do that relentlessly.
yeah, exactly. Like I was thinking about all this. I was like, like in the opening as well. Like, I can't because I was wondering what they were gonna do with like everything, but now I think we kind of see. So, so what we know is that so what we know from the opening is that it looks like Liko and Roy will be joining Freed. I mean, Liko's technically already with him, and that Roy will be joining. I think I'm hearing either next week's episode or episode 4. I'm hearing Roy will appear.
I guess the foreign fire was gonna be on like Nico, like Roy, but like he haven't gotten any attention yet. But
Yeah,
he'll surely get like we'll get
yeah, but I can understand why now because they wanted to. I guess they wanted to set up Liko in like the first 2 episodes.
yeah.
Yeah, like as well. Like I literally love every single character in this series. Like they all have like so much personality
Like
and everything.
yeah, they have their own personality. Like Nico's friend was also so like cheering, and Oswald has
Yeah,
like the same personality. So like they are matching with their Pokemon's personality somehow.
yeah,
Nico's have his own like, introverted personality. Her
yeah,
friend is extrovert, and they're gonna have some different personality too. So it's very interesting.
yeah. Like obviously like looking through like I do obviously wonder how Liko and Roy are gonna get on throughout the series because obviously like they're like two completely different sides of the
Yeah, they have like
personality
a different
scale. Cause like their
like they are like
personalities are completely different.
if someone's moon, the other is not. They are very different person. Their personality is very different.
Yeah, and I also find it so funny that we're gonna have two fake Cocos and two Quaxleys in this series.
Yeah, but
But
like
then, but then that
back
also tells
when we
me,
live,
but that also tells me that Quaxley and afraid Coco will evolve in this series.
Yeah.
They could like. As well, like. I like.
Series, and I think like surely as I have left, but I think that can maintain the interest of Phuket fans.
Yeah, like everyone was like, oh, Ash is left, like, oh, we're not going to be interested in the series, and I just think this series, how it started, I think it's got everyone's interest, like completely increased, like I've heard non-stop positivity so far.
Yeah, me too. Like the from the starting to end, those two episodes were very good. So I feel like they're gonna maintain that because Ash have left, and that's the main thing. Everyone was watching Pokemon, so they have to do it back.
Yeah,
They have to do their best, so like they are
yeah.
doing it.
I mean, let's move on to like the two episodes we had yesterday, and oh my god, like art style, animation, music, all of it incredible. Like I've never seen an opening like series like this. Like how this series opened. I've never seen a Pokemon series in my life open like this.
Literally, it was so amazing. Like I freaking love the art set of both. Like the art set is so cute
Like
yet so
like
like
it
it
feels.
makes like beautiful colors.
Like, it literally feels like to me like they perfected the Journeys formula already.
Yeah.
Because like they done the Journeys art style, but the thing that Journeys was lacking was animation. But I think they fixed up that issue.
Yeah, that's good strategy because like the animation is now so good and the whole series looks so refreshing that you will love to watch.
Yeah, like let's talk about some of the characters. At first, I'm gonna be completely honest. I wasn't a fan of Liko at first, but after watching the episodes, I'm actually growing really attached to her already.
Yeah, me too. Like Rico's personality is something like Ash was like it was opposite to Ash. Like Ash was so energetic from the starting, where Rico is just like kind of
Yeah,
introverted person
yeah.
who doesn't wanna meet.
Yeah, and I also loved how like she tried like over the span of the two episodes, she had to try and form a staunch Brigatito because it weren't listening to her at all. But then by the end of episode 2,
Yeah,
she'd already caring for it.
it said she gonna bond with her. Yeah, she gonna bond with her in the third episode, as the title says.
Yeah, as well. Oh my god, we have to talk about Frieden and me, bro. We have to talk about Frieden and Methio. They are both so cool and badass. I don't care what they'll say. These are the two coolest characters I've ever seen in the Pokemon anime. Like,
Yeah, literally.
they're like, bro, and I guess so I guess Frieden and Methio are going to be the ones that have the rivalry and not Liko and Methio.
Yeah, I literally like Amityville design so much. Like the
Yeah.
design is just so good.
Yeah, like I love his personality too. Like I love I like how at first, right, he was being polite and trying to basically trying to deceive Liko into giving independent, but after she falls for into, but like after she realizes that she won't fall into his trick, he gets a bit more aggressive.
Yeah, like at the first he was so polite and like so like gentle, but then he changed. It was just his acting that he wanted to get that pendant Pokemon that looks like Terrapagos.
Yeah. But we'll get to that.
Something like that.
Like yeah, we'll get to that, but like in terms of like as well as this, like I loved Freed's airship as well. Like that thing was so cool.
Yeah, that scene was so cool.
Yeah,
And like the fact that like, Pikachu also looks different from Ash's Pikachu.
yeah,
Also really
Yeah, and has a different moveset too. Completely different moveset as well.
Like Ash's Pikachu never knew double in that. Surely Captain Pikachu does.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I can't, like, honestly, I can say this for now. I can say this now. I think throughout this series, Freed and Amethio are gonna become real freaking threats.
Yeah. And also like how the series is going, I feel like it's just like people were attached to it, but I think like now Rico's gonna be more popular because like not more popular, but Rico gonna surely gonna gain some fans because like she's from the start being so amazing. We're gonna see her character development and
Yeah.
amazing. I'm just dying to see like how the series goes and how her character develops
Yeah.
episode by episode.
Yeah, and here's what's this is what interests me. Both the Explorers and the Vault Tacklers want Liko for some reason. Like, obviously, the Explorers want him for bad reasons, so why would the Vault Tacklers want Liko at all? That is something that I'm interested about. Maybe they're trying to find Terraphagos or something, but the only way they can find it is Liko.
Yeah, and somehow grandpa is related to that too, because grandma gave her that pendant and that pendant have a little difficult, I guess.
Yeah, and also, yeah. But I'm also wondering, how did?
Like that.
Yeah, but I honestly have a question. How did Amethio know Liko's grandmother? Unless that was just like a complete trick. Like, there's no way he should know who her grandmother is, right?
Yeah, like how can her grandma get that legend? Because she would probably know that like there's a Pokemon in that pendant.
Yeah, maybe,
Like I
yeah.
think like intentionally gave that pendant to Liko.
Yeah.
She intentionally gave that pendant to Liko.
Yeah. Also, I will say this: I'm loving the personalities of like literally everyone, because like every single person in this series has a unique personality, and I think this is the first time ever that everyone has a unique personality.
Yeah, I guess they have like taken inspiration from the game where there were many characters and everyone had their own different kind of personalities. So I guess it's quite like that,
Yeah.
like how it happened in the game.
Yeah, as well as this, what I think has changed this series is one thing: having a battle director for battles. That's completely changed the series. You could look at look how the series has started with its starting battles. Just imagine how it gets by the end of the series.
Yeah, like you never know what happens next because it's just so like new from the old series. Like it's new and amazing.
Let's talk about key parts of like obviously the first two episodes. The first thing, Liko has either Terraphagos or like a pre-evolution of it or a form of it in her pendant.
So it's like we were like being hinted from the start because episode name starts with the pendant name.
Yeah.
So we
Like even I said, I thought Terraphagos got revealed. I was like, yeah. Liko's connected to it in some way, but second episode.
So I also think that like that I also have a Pokemon. Yeah. Like
So I'm
there's
guessing
something with
then.
that pendant. Like
So
her
I'm
family background somehow like the family kind of relates with Terrapagos pre-evolution or something because her grandmother gave it its
yeah, and also not to mention as well, Liko is from Paldea
Yeah.
as well. Like
And I feel like
obviously,
we'll get to know them.
yeah, as well. Like I definitely think somehow Horizons and the DLC are gonna somehow connect. I think.
Yeah, it surely it may happen. And also that Roy also have a mysterious Pokeball. I think it's gonna connect to a legendary Pokemon.
I think it connects to Rayquaza because if you remember in the opening, he's looking at the sky.
Yeah.
So I think Roy is connected to Rayquaza and Lico's connected to Terrapagos.
Yeah, continue. Like Rico's Pokemon, like Roy's Pokemon gonna have another Pokemon too, cause like.
Yeah, I mean, like it is interesting because like. Question isn't like, are we gonna find out what Roy's Pokeball's gonna do early on? Because obviously we found out about Lico's pendant, so they're gonna do the same for Roy's Pokeball.
Like the second year Pokemon Candy and like Roy's Pokeball, it'd be a nice way to introduce both like DLC Pokemon before they debut in their DLCs.
Yeah, I mean as well, like if we talk like let's talk about like let's talk about the first two episodes really quick. Like basically we had Lico, I'm assuming had just recently left Paldea, considering that she had a suitcase on her. And basically at the start she was like shy, like no one wanted to talk to her, and like she had like all these like internal thoughts throughout the first episode.
And like she met a girl who was very extrovert, and it was her name.
Yeah, and what I liked was like how basically like throughout each day, basically drawed in a diary like what happened on each day. I really liked that actually. That was actually quite nice.
Yeah, that was good actually.
Yeah, and I love how like as soon as Liko got Sprigatito, it just ran. It just ran off like what a normal cat would do. Cause it was literally acting like an actual cat all episode.
Cat doesn't even give a damn about it, man. Like mostly, they are very independent. They don't need to be cleaned. They just clean them
Yeah, like
by
as
themselves.
well as that as well, like it wasn't even Liko that had character development. Sprigatito had character development.
Yeah, Sprigatito is gonna have a pet development.
Because in the first episode up to pretty much the battle with Ramithio, it weren't listening to her, it weren't obeying commands, anything like that. But as soon as Ramithio like shows up, basically, and we see it, and we see this all about episode 2. It's getting more and more confident in itself, and in the end, it actually battles Amethio.
Yeah, like first, like and that shit was like so big. I guess they're gonna bond together and they're just gonna be strong. And I think this time in this episode, Tito gonna evolve. It won't be like how Ash thing happened. Like that father not gonna evolve. It's Tito gonna evolve because like
Yeah.
trying to.
Yeah.
And this is mostly about Nico's Pokemon and Roy's Pokemon, as it not happened with Ash. As most Pokemon were in like pre-evolution or mid-evolution. But I guess like in this phase, most of the Pokemon gonna evolve and get stronger and stronger.
Yeah, most likely. But yeah, like pretty much as well, like we met the riding Volt Tacklers and the Explorers in this episode, and both teams are really cool. Like you have like obviously the other than the other Explorers didn't really do much, but like all the Rising Volt Tacklers pretty much did something in the episodes.
Didn't do much, but the whole the cliffhanger in the end of this episode was also so good. Like Meteor took the Sprigatito and then left. And in third episode, we kind of know that they're gonna bond. So maybe Rico saves Sprigatito or gets hit by a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Saves Sprigatito and then
I mean, what I feel like, obviously, we're gonna more details soon. But yeah, like what I feel like's gonna happen is that I feel like throughout the series, Rico's gonna become more and more confident in battling thanks to Freed, I reckon.
Yeah, because Pikachu gonna like Pikachu is a kind of confident Pokemon by seeing her like for at first and she was very confident in herself. Like she thinks that she kind of is best. And when she was born with Rico, like I guess Pikachu gonna teach Rico how to be confident, how to be brave.
Yeah, and like, as well as that, right, that as well, like, I think, because like, I feel like throughout the series, I just don't see why that Freed doesn't have a full team. I reckon throughout the series, we're gonna see more and more Freed Pokemon, I reckon.
Yeah.
Because like, there's absolute no way that he only has 2 Pokemon. I just don't see it.
Yeah.
Also, like, I love how they have so many Pokemon on the airship, just like all doing like own like little things.
Yeah, like that scene was so cute.
Yeah, like, this is probably the most lively I've like seen the anime, because like usually in the anime we usually only have like a limited like a cast and like a limited amount of Pokemon. It seems like in this series that we're gonna see a lot of different Pokemon, like all on this airship alone. Like on this airship alone, there's at least 20 to 30 unique species.
It's not that it's just a random Pokemon, we'll get to see that Pokemon's personality too. Even if just 2 seconds, we'll know that yeah, that Pokemon is that kind of like Pokemon.
Yeah, as well, yeah, like they could like, yeah, could like.
You need to know personality. Just by like looking at first glance, it would be like yeah, that Pokemon is like a kind of arrogant Pokemon or something. We'll know just by seeing them. Like they are showing that much.
Yeah, like even if they don't do much in the episodes, like having them just around just makes it feel more lively and Pokemon like.
Yeah, it was like they tried to show them as real as possible. It's not that they're just Pokemon. They're literally like how animals are. Like being
Yeah.
real. They were acting as Pokemon, like really.
Yeah.
It feels
Yeah,
but
like,
they are trying to like make it as lively as possible.
yeah, exactly. As well, like I just like I said earlier, I just feel like they took all the criticism from Journeys, and they fixed it all here pretty much. Because one of the biggest issues, like I mentioned was the animation. Animation's all fixed already.
Yeah, like like all the mistakes they have done in Journey, they just fixed it here and made the perfect thing.
Yeah. As well as that, I don't think it's episodic. I think every single episode's gonna connect.
Yeah, every episode's gonna connect cause like from the first, second, like third episode's gonna be that kind of interconnected. Even I think in the if the filler episode, if there's gonna be filler episode, that's also gonna like do some kind of character development or something.
Exactly. Like I feel like Horizon is gonna end up being what Journeys was meant to be.
Yeah, Journey should have been. People just gonna think that like that's how Journey should have been, but that didn't happen. But now that's what you call perfect, a perfect script. That
Yeah.
Journey should have been.
They could like. I think as well. Like, it just feels like, I'm not saying rude or anything, but like not having Ash there, it actually makes the series feel refreshing.
Yeah, it's so refreshing from the intro to like the ending series. It's just so refreshing. It's like the Twilight series, the like substitutionary series that Pokemon company releases that doesn't make it like.
Yeah, because like people people had said for people had said for a long time that Pokemon was getting stale because of Ash, but like as soon as Ash has left, look at the story that they're already trying to tell us.
Yeah, like Ash has left, but still, like just after the first episode, there's so many fans of the whole series already. That's like how good the series is and how expectations are just
Yeah.
gonna get higher and higher
Yeah,
for that.
yeah. I I will say one concern I have is maybe they don't show a lot of Paldean characters, and that might annoy people. But that's like my only concern, though. Like that.
Like in the game, there were so many characters. I want all, like many of them to appear and like show their different personality with different Pokemon.
Yeah,
and
like.
etc. Only they missed the opportunity in Pokemon Journeys. Like there were so many good characters in Pokemon like Galar region. They didn't.
Yeah, like I hope, as they go throughout each region in this series, that we see the characters that never got to return in Journeys.
Yeah, like Pokemon Journey, like the whole Galar region has so many good characters. They didn't show up in the series.
Yeah, no, not just Galar, though. Like every single region had characters return. Or characters that didn't return, show the characters that didn't get their chance to have spotlight in Journeys and just bring them back for an episode.
Yeah, like they did it bad, but I think in this series that won't happen.
Yeah, like it was nice, but yeah, like going into the future of this series, like we kind of got a nice long preview of the next few episodes of the series. We have Roy's appearance, which is amazing because he's like him and Freed are my two favorite characters, so I can't wait to see him finally in the anime. Episode 3's looking really good. With good wells, I think the Explorers is Team Rocket but done right. Because I've actually made them serious and actually made them a threat.
Yeah. This series is so good. I can't wait for the future episodes to come out because they have lived to my expectations and now I can't wait for the episodes.
Yeah, like.
The art, the improvement, the character development that we can already see that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like how lively it is. Like the game, they try to do it in both games and the anime, and I like that thing that they're making more characters live. Like in the Pokemon game, they're making characters more lively, and in the anime, they're making them more lively.
Yeah, they could basically if we look into the next few episodes, we got big stuff going down already. I think. I'm hearing Rayquazas in episode 4, the same episode that Roy is supposed to debut in, as well. I'm hearing that. But what is interesting me is Rayquaza's already terrestrialized in the trailers and in the special preview. So has Lico's pendant done that? Yeah. Yeah, as well, I can't wait for next week is for Freed and Amethio to have their rematch again.
Yeah.
Cause both of them feel like are on equal footing.
Yeah.
Which surprised me because I thought Amethio would just get smoked by Freed, but I guess I was wrong. But even though these other two evil team guys haven't really done much, I feel like next week they're gonna try something because it looked like to me in a part of the preview, I swear it looked like that they planted a mine under the airship. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's like. Yeah. Yeah, what are some of your predictions for the next few episodes? Yeah. Because I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this now, and this is like.
Nico and Dragon,
Like, I have a new theory about something. That guy we saw at the end of the preview, I don't know why, but I feel like that's Amethio's dad. I don't know why. Because, like, if you look at the hair colour, it's kind of the same as Amethio's a little bit.
yeah.
And that could explain why Amethio is like so strict and like and like how he is, because maybe he's the son of the boss. You could like, I could totally see that happening, and I do wonder as well, like, when as we go along, are the explorers as well gonna try and target Roy's like Pokeball as well?
Yeah.
Because obviously, like,
And in the DLC gonna be in his Pokeball, and somehow those Pokemon also gonna help them to, like, Roy and Nico to get closer to find the mystery of their mysterious Pokemon in Japan and
Yeah.
Pokeball. And it's also, I'm also confused who gonna give the Pokeball to Roy, because like obviously someone gave it
yeah,
as like her grandmother gave to Nico.
yeah,
Roy's also connected to a legendary Pokemon.
yeah, like, just the series as a whole, there's so much amazing potential with it. Like, so many storylines, so many characters, like, literally anything.
Yeah, it's already being clearly seen there are so many paths they can like choose on.
Yeah, like how they've. I'm not. I don't think this can be debated, but I'm gonna argue that this is the best start to any Pokemon series.
Yeah. They did the best they could do from the start.
Like any series, like how they like how they connected up the episodes, like all the battles, like and like even setting up the story. Like, perfect. Like, it was all done perfectly.
Perfect. Like from the start, like it's they say they've gotten everyone's attention from the starting.
Yeah, like I actually feel like because like unlike Journeys, because like I feel like with Journeys, they didn't feel like they didn't know exactly what they want to do, but here they know what they want to do and they know what they want to show us.
Probably know what to do with those characters, how they want the series to go.
Yeah,
Everyone is already interested in it.
yeah. Like I just feel like Ancient Pokemon Master was the reason only happened to hold us down to this series.
Yeah. No, this is so amazing.
Yeah, because like I think they needed the extra time to make it like to make it perfect, and I think they've really done it.
Yeah, they've done the best, and that just made the series perfect.
Yeah, and I just
It's amazing. I just don't have words to explain how glad I am that they didn't miss any character from the
yeah
starting.
yeah like you could like everyone was like, oh, the series is gonna flop. I don't think it's gonna flop now.
This ain't gonna flop. This ain't gonna flop at all.
Yeah, like because like I think it all depended on how the series started.
Yeah, and the series started with so many mysteries already. The trapper goes to like Lego's personality, how they're gonna bond. There's so many questions
Yeah, as
already.
well as that, I feel like over the series we're gonna see like eventually like I can see an arc where there's like a really big war between the explorers and the rising Vault Tacklers.
Yeah, that may happen too.
Because like there's so many potential for arcs, like you have Area Zero, the hunt for Rayquaza, the evil teams fighting back and forth. Like there's so many different arcs you can do with this series.
already open. They can choose any path they want, and they can make.
As well as that, and as well as that, don't forget, each section of the series is gonna be is gonna be separated into several like mini arcs.
Yeah, like right now we're getting that Meteor's Predications scene with.
The current arc we're in is called Liko and Roy begin, like Liko and Roy's journeys begin, or something like something along those lines.
Yeah, this whole thing is gonna be amazing. I just can't.
Yeah, like honestly, I feel like this could rival some of the top anime series like X, Y, DP, and Sun and Moon. I definitely feel like it can rival them.
They already, yeah, I feel like this is gonna beat every series. Or like the starting matters a lot. They have done it so nicely that it beats already all the first episodes of every series of Pokemon.
Yeah, like as well as like you mentioned, like the story, like everything's gonna end up connecting all together, and I just think, and I just end up thinking, I'm just thinking now. I feel like now, Nico and Roy might actually continue after this series.
Yeah, I also think that they won't just drop them after this series because they're just gonna get so popular. Nico is have gotten so popular just now by this those.
Yeah, like you could I feel like every single character in this series is popular.
Yeah, if this series gets popular, I don't think they'll drop it. But even if they'll drop it, they will like just erase them. I guess they'll give some cameos of them or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, literally, right? Every single series has characters that are absolutely hated. This series, every single character is loved. Every single one.
Every single character is loved now. Like their personality, their charisma, like everything. Every Pokemon is loved. Like all, like that, and it's also is also so like fun and like loving.
Yeah, literally, as well as that, I just I feel like as well, as this series goes on, people are just gonna forget Ash happened because of how great this series is.
Yeah, like no one's even giving a damn about Ash right now. So everyone's talking about how good this episode is, what's gonna happen with them,
Yeah, as well as that, and I'm even
on
hearing,
and on.
and I kid you not, I'm already hearing people saying that Liko's already better than Ash.
Yeah, because like I guess they Pokemon they have learned to make a simple work.
Yeah,
So with
as
Ash,
well as
it's
that,
big and
what this series has done well
they
so
are
far
already
is
big.
what the series has done well so far is that they've established the characters early on, other than Roy, but he'll be coming in very soon. They've established what the goals of the evil team are. They've established the goal of the explorers, like
Yeah.
the avoiding vault tacklers, and the story they want to tell us.
Already they have introduced so many characters already. Like everyone is interested like how those characters are gonna do in future and
Yeah,
what's their future.
as well, we had the shock factor as well.
Yeah. This is so amazing.
Yeah, I just, I just, literally, I was one of the most nervous people going into this because I was obviously as soon as Ash got announced as leaving, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not gonna watch the new series. I've watched the first 2 episodes now, and I completely regret what I said. I literally completely regret what I said.
Yeah, like literally this series is so good that everyone just getting into it even if they don't want.
Yeah, exactly. Good. As well as I just can't wait to see what everyone does throughout the future of the series. But because, pretty much there's literally every single character is gonna play a role.
Yeah, I think like every character here gonna get its own own farewell and own ending arc, because everyone deserves it. This host is every character is just so amazing.
Yeah,
They
but like,
deserve
this is literally,
own favorite.
the new Pokemon anime.
Yeah, it's literally a new Pokemon anime, and it's so good.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that's pretty much everything we'll talk about for this week. I'm definitely back if this is well. I'll come back for one next week talking about episode 3 and then obviously like everything else, like all the leaks. Actually, to talk about a few more bits actually before we end. These are a little bit of leaks that we heard. Of what this is what I've been hearing about. So apparently the leakers have seen up to episode 5, and they said that it just gets better and better. Apparently, that's what I've been hearing. Way Crazy's in episode 4. Roy's debut is episode 4 or 5. Potentially next week, but I don't see it. I don't see them like doing the arc with the Explorers and Roy in the same episode. I feel like Roy will be safe for episode 4.
Yeah.
And then as well, obviously, other stuff I've heard is like I've heard that like there was something hearing about Miraidon and Koraidon being in the opening. So maybe like as the series progresses, like after every single arc, we get a new opening.
Yeah, that may happen. So we could know that this in this arc that's gonna happen. In this arc that's gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Show up and that.
Yeah, like as well as like even like I even want to say this, like even the side characters got some good shine in the first episode. Like Nido thing got actual spotlight.
Side is that for this many spotlight.
Yeah, like literally as well, I feel like it's gonna be like I feel like somehow though by the end of the series I feel like the way Quasar and the Swiffer goes arc is gonna somehow collide into one final like massive arc.
Yeah, that may happen. Because like they have built up from the start.
I think the only thing the series hasn't really established yet is like who's gonna be like Rico's rival, because like we don't really know yet. Hopefully.
I feel like we'll know. Like there's so many like everyone I think is a friendly rival if it's Annie or Roy. I think everyone's gonna be a friendly rival, but I guess the main rival who's actually gonna be a bit bad or rude to her.
Yeah. Like they could like. I think we all thought, oh, Amethio's gonna be the main rival, but clearly not, because I think he's Freed's rival.
Yeah.
But like I can't even wait to see how Freed and Amethio's rivalry is gonna like pan out like throughout like the series.
Yeah. How it happens. We just can't
Yeah, because
wait.
like I'm gonna be honest. I think next week. I think Amethio's gonna lose to Freed next week.
Yeah.
Cause like I feel like he's gonna lose to Freed, and then we're not gonna see them for a few episodes, and then they're gonna come back and be stronger.
Yeah.
But like I just see that happening because obviously, as well as like I love how like as well as this, like even though like we didn't see much of the airship's interior, just from the opening, the interior of the airship looks so good. Like it's so as well as like every single thing, like even the battles, right? There are so many minor details that they just add in to make it like look more realistic.
Yeah, literally.
You for example like when Freed and Amethio were battling on the roof, like there was like glass shattering, like the roof was breaking, like all that.
Those things are so amazing.
They got like none of the series has had like that type of realistic effects. Yeah, like
Shall we end this video now?
yeah, like I think that is pretty much everything, and yeah, I think and I'll be back next week for the second episode of the little series.